This is a keeper. It's not a great hand, but we're going to keep it. See how it goes. A lot of land. Tasker does make it kind of worth it. And then Green Sun Zenith, I think, could be very interesting in this hand. Play on a fetch land first. Kind of build up the delve for Tasker. And let's see what he gets up to. A red deck wins, it appears. This will be a tougher one for us, but I think we can get there. Okay, Foundry Street Denizen. Cool. Well, Let's see what he does here. I may actually sacrifice a land. I have so many lands, I could turn one of these into a Dryad Arbor during his attack step if he pumps this thing up heavily. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to get the Dryad Arbor and block the Silith Firewalker. Cool. Okay, well, let's continue to build up Delve here. We have a swift means of dealing with this. I kind of want to save the Green Sun Zenith to get like a Kitchen Finks. But we'll see. I think we had to block on that Slith just until he would just get so much value off of it, you know? Let's see here. Okay. Well, I'm going to take a lot of damage off these lands, but let's go for it. This is an interesting debate. What do we take out? I think the right answer is actually the Foundry Street Denizen. He is choked on mana, though. Take 2 this turn down to 13 or down to 12. Well, interestingly enough, I think we actually get this thing and force him to recast it on another turn and take the 2 here. And then we'll play Tassiger next turn, getting rid of a bunch of the lands in our graveyard. That's kind of cool. And since we really don't have anything else to do with our mana here, I think we use it to cast this and get rid of 3 of the lands in there, with the exception of the creature land, to leave Delirium live in case we get, like, I traverse the Uvenwald or something like that. Let's see what he gets up to here. Tassiger's pretty big. Okay, we'll take that to the face. Next turn, remember that we do have the Kitchen Finks, which would be nice. Let's see if we're just going to try to burn us out. That's okay. We'll be able to gain 2 next turn. Zergo, cool. Well, he doesn't have attacks here. Toxic Deluge. Interesting. I think this turn, we're playing with fire if we don't just go for this. Let's just get the Finks online and stop what he is up to. Leovold's also interesting, but I think Finks is right here. And I think we do attack here. It may be questionable, but it's going to take 2 spells to remove the Finks. And that'll be 2 cards out of his hand. Let's see what he gets up to here. Yeah, there's a Sulfuric Vortex. Cool. Cool. I'm able to get him here. I don't know. Let's see what he gets up to. Okay. Okay. And here we are going to remove the sulfuric vortex. No. 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 So let's think through this. So -1/-1 to creatures kills 2 of his cards. He does 4 damage to us. On the backswing, we do 7 plus 2, but he's still at 2 creatures. Can T-Del for 1. Or we could destroy the enchantment. Take... We have to block the first striker. Take 9 down to 1. Gain 2. So I think what we have to do is this. So he's at 4. What does he draw? We kind of left Force of Will up intentionally here. I think he's probably out of gas. But we'll see. Spell Shock. It's a spell. Okay, well, I mean, I guess that does nothing this turn. I feel like he has to attack, right? Take the 2 here. Yeah, no, let's not, because we know we can destroy the Zergo Bellstriker. Okay. Okay, that should be game. Very close. And we're only going to get better after boards, luckily. So, good game. Yeah, it definitely is. Alright, blue elemental blast, flash freeze, hydroblast, dispel, chill, flash freeze. What do you think of Kira? Meh. Okay, so what do we take out? Probably Pernicious Deeds, slow. T-Del and Damnation kind of seem bad too. They just, yeah, let's take those out. Bitter Blossom seems not good. I kind of like our point removal better for this matchup. Dismember, although, seems kind of hinky. Although, I don't know. I mean, we have this. We can just beat him in combat, right? Maybe I like Dismember better than that. I don't know, Maelstrom Pulse gets a lot, though. They don't run Wrath. No. Yeah, there's quite a few cards that seem great against him. You know, let's go with this. I'm gonna cut the slow stuff, the slow removal. Just like the bottom end removal. And then like I think our creatures are just better than his. I mean we have a lot of life gain. A lot of ways of dealing with like Sulfuric Vortex. That was a powerful draw he had. Managed to turn it around pretty handily. Really due to Tainted Pact. Tainted Pact's just a wrecking ball. And he said it. I mean, yeah, it's a beast. Well, his hand looks like pure gas, but it's not gonna really do any favors. Hmm. How greedy are we? Let's keep. Oh. Well, it'd be a lot better if we were on the play, but we're not. So let's play this out. Hopefully we don't get price of progress or something like that later on down the road. If I'm going to see a threat here. Okay, Ankh. Cool. We'll eventually take care of that. And I would love to put my birds out here, but I'm not going to. Ankh's going to be a beating. But, what are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? Yeah, no thanks. We'll put that back on the top. Thank you, sir. Okie doke. Let's see what we draw here. Well, that seems really good. Let's set up the Thrun for next turn and or Thragtusk. It'll help us compensate for some of the life we've been losing. Hydroblast is great. We'll counter this thing if it comes back down. Unless he kept a land-heavy hand, he should be hitting land this turn. I think he's probably going to be out of land on 2. Oh, he's got 3. Okay. I don't like Hydroblasting this. But I think I'm going to, just to save ourselves time. Well, that's a good one. Yeah, I mean, that'll come back, though, man. So we're going to put this thing down just to start putting pressure on him. We have to. Obviously, taking ourselves off of Negate and Counter Squall is bad, but I mean, his creatures really can't get through this thing. And if we hit another land, even now, we could just start firing up the treetop and, like, you know, breaking his back with 7 damage a turn. That's a lot of damage. We'll see. Could just be like that thing again. It's fine. It's just mono average. Cool. Okay. Well, I like that because it allows us to deal with the Goblin War Driver. We also have the ability to stealth damage, right? Okay. Interesting. Okay. You know, actually, we probably misplayed this. Well, not really. I mean, we just do this now. We'll just take care of this thing. Yuck. We're in debate on that. This is down to 12. No, it's down to 11. Back up to 16. Well, let's do it now. Yeah, it's not what I like doing, but here, deal with it. So at least back up to 16, plus I have a 5 power threat in play. Okay, yeah, I got him. Alright, we're going to quick pause, guys. See if... Alright, guys, we're live again. We're going to be on our Gruul deck this time. And I don't know what we're playing against. Probably red deck wins again. This hand is okay. Yeah, we'll keep it. Okie doke. I think what we'll end up doing here is playing out the Fauna Shaman to start off with. Wouldn't mind getting something that ramps me, like a creature ramp spell, like the Wood Elves. Okay, we're on a different deck now, so we're not playing against red deck wins. It is a strong deck. So the question that he had was in regards to Goblin Guide, and I think what he was concerned about is the large amounts of card advantage he can give the opponent. And when you're playing a deck like that, you're kind of eschewing card advantage. And really, if you're playing it in the optimal time when you want to be playing Goblin Guide, or as I like to call him, GG for good game on turn one, is you're forcing them to discard as well, right? Because if they're a slower deck or control deck, or a deck that plays cards like Grand Coliseum, um, hmm, interesting. What's this coming out? I'm going to leave this back, and I'm going to see what he does. I'm going to see what he does. And I could ditch the Dryad Arbor if I wanted to. And randomly enough, if he doesn't do anything this turn, which is looking like maybe the case. Nope, here we go. He's going to cast something. Okay. We get our Taiga here. I think we'll go for Wood Elves here, guys. Yeah, I think I like Wood Elves. Just ramp it up. I mean, Xenagos is also a very strong card. Okie doke. We'll pass it back. I wouldn't really mind if my Dustwatch Recruiter flipped. He's on some sort of like... I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell what color combo he's on right now. Grand Coliseum kind of conceals that. He may be 5 color. Okay, well, the Yavimai Hollow doesn't really scare me that much. You can attack in. may even just block with the Wood Elves. What is it doing for me right now? Nothing really. I'll just block the damage. Why not? This is a Gaia's Cradle deck, but I mean, it's just like, is it really that relevant? Actually, it's probably better off to me dead. Let's see what he does here. Okay. Well, you have a Forest Walker. That is okay with me. We may... we'll see. Oh, Dust Bowl. Well, that card seems vastly unfair. Did he fail to find a land? Oh, lag got him, I guess. Okay. Yeah, gotcha. Was wondering. I just noticed now, though, I was kind of being slow myself. Well, here's what we'll do. We're going to nip this thing in the bud. This is kind of fine, I think. We'll just start limiting him on mana. If he wants to attack me for 2 a turn, that's okay. Okay, he's got more lands. That's good for him. We do have the Sinagos to kind of fall back upon. And this is a very well-landed deck. Turn off auto yields for sure. What do we get this next turn? Possibly our own Druid, actually. Although it's not quite as good as Wood Elves, because the land comes into play untapped, or, yeah, tapped, rather. Okay, that card's like, it's fine. It's like mono mid-range. Okay, you're gonna hang back. Cool. Let's keep on doing this. I think this is okay. We'll see what he gets up to. We'll flip this thing over, which will mean that we can cast spells a lot easier. But let's see what he gets up to. Could definitely just go for the Inferno Titan. Okay, take 3. He has to really like do something here, though. That's fine. We'll take some damage here. I feel pretty firmly in control, though. I feel like he has to assume the aggro role. Okay, nothing. Stitch that. Could just go prime time here, right? Does he have counter magic? Who knows, really, right? I feel like Inferno Titan's good enough. We'll cast this at a rebate. Alright, well, he missed. We'll attack with this. I mean, he can't block favorably, can he? He could have used his Yavimaya Hollow to regenerate the Sylvan Advocate. Keep in mind, if we draw land, we can go for the Primeval Titan as well. Primeval Titan is a stronger card than Inferno Titan. wasn't sure if it was going to resolve or not. So we have like mana leak, mana up, stuff like that. This may be too much. Yeah. That's how you learn, though. You know, I mean, it's an important part. That's how you learn. It's I've screwed up plenty in my time. Nissa, cool. Well, we could do a 5 mana spell, so I think we do. We're gonna attack him with both of these. Let's force him to tap down his mana first. That way I'll know my spell will resolve. Okay. And then it gets tapped. And we do a very large amount of damage. So Dust Bowl does though on these like 3 or 4 color decks. It tends to win games. And Dust Bowl is the reason we won that game more than anything, in my opinion. So I kind of like this. Kind of like this. He's a creature deck. Appears to be a creature deck. Didn't really see any counter spells out of him. Kind of like Dwarven Blast Miner as well. And we'll see. He could be a counterspell based deck, but I haven't seen that yet out of him. I don't think I need this. Atarka seems still pretty decent. This is a natural order deck. No, this is like a mono fair deck. It's not even like a natural order or Eldritch Evolution deck. It's a pretty decently fair deck. It's a lot of planeswalkers. I kind of like the early interaction though too for like some of his early drops. What don't I like? Bogart and Ram game seems like really aggressive. I don't think I need to be in this matchup. So does Sinprodder. Okay. Let's submit it. Keeps our curve pretty well maintained. This is a higher curve deck though. It's definitely mid range, solidly mid range. Yeah, okay. This hand's okay. We have good early interaction. Scavenging Ooze can just randomly grow huge. Haven't really seen removal out of them. And Worldly Tutor can like turn the game around with an appropriate creature threat once we need it. We'll see what he plays turn 1. If he plays a Mana Dork, we're just going to burn it off more than likely. Kind of hoping for a Mana Dork here. Nope, okay. Well, we have a Mana Dork, which is cool. It's good for us. It's going to make our Worldly Tutor live a lot faster. Okay, nothing yet. Looks like he's very solidly base green. Before we only saw like dual lands, and now we're seeing like all forest. Oh, he's got Eldrazi in the deck. It looks like he's actually on like a deck like Sensei's. That's cool. We'll wait to have happen though. Is we'll wait to have him lock up a creature. So, let's play this. Let's just fire this thing up and start beating down. Now this could backfire if he like plays. If he had a Thought Knot Seer, he would have hit us last turn. So we'll just start beating the crap out of him. Okay. Okay, Kitchen thinks. Cool. So actually, the funny thing is here, we don't need to use our Worldly Tutor yet. What we can do is, interestingly enough, and I think we have enough mana to do it all, is we can play this guy out. This guy's pretty strong. Maybe he has Spell Pierce or something. If he does, it's an interesting debate if we... I think if he does, we just he's gonna force of will it. That's fine. So what we'll do here is not that, this. Okay. And then we'll eat it when it goes to the graveyard with the scavenging ooze. Does he have a misstep? These kind of decks are kind of greedy to me. Yeah. Maybe he has a counterspell for it. I don't know. But even if he does, like, we'll spell pierce? Or is he just finding his land? Take 2 damage too? Yuck. Okay. So that goes to the graveyard. And we eat it. Okie doke. So the onus is on him to get a creature down. We do have the Worldly Tutor to blow up the Sword of Fire and Ice. Okay, there's that thing. I think what we do here is this. What do we want to find? Let's look at our options available to us. Dwarven Blast Miner is definitely interesting. Shaman's kind of cool too. Then we just nip this thing in the bud though. And unfortunately we don't have like a bigger one. Well, you know what another option is that's just bigger than all of this? It's just to go with Primeval Titan. And yeah, you know, I think that's what we're gonna do. I think we go with Primeval Titan. Because, like, I hate just to get a Reclamation Sage, because I still can't get through that silly thing. But what this allows me to do is set up the Wolf Run, which is just, like, pretty tough to beat. And this is not, unfortunately not, Dust Bowl is interesting. I think it's Gaia's Cradle and Kessig Wolf Run, it's just a pounding. Like, what do you do against that, right? And he can attack in. We will likely block with the Scavenging Ooze. And actually, I don't even know if he can attack. He may have to just sit back and block. Yeah, you can equip that up. That's cool. I will definitely block. I don't know what he does here. Oddly enough. Okay. It's fine. I'll just keep you off cards. Cool. Okie doke. Well. Okay, yeah. That was. He had to sit back and block. I mean, and even then, like, it's not a winning prospect. So let's pause it, guys. All right, guys, we're off pause. This is a little bit of a riskier one here. I do like the prospect of a Mox Diamond. We get turn 1 Dragon Hunter. I don't think we're going to drop the Mox turn 1, because, I mean, the Jotun Grunt's not an ideal turn 2 play. So what we're kind of hoping for is to pick up a land, turn 2 off the top ropes. Ah. All right, what do we got here? Okie doke. So looks like we have red white or red. I'm sorry, red green. Yep. Oh, well, that card's not going to be very good against us. That's actually fine. We'll take damage here. That's okay. Take a bit. Land is still live, so we're going to take, what, 1 damage? Okay, old Hisamaru. We're just still going to play the land out, and do we need to sack it? Not really. So, let's just get after him. Kind of hoping to hit land, actually, still. So I want to get this sword down. If I draw land, I'm going to Mox Diamond it. because okay, tap land, cool. Um, yeah, I do play quite a bit of Singleton. Oh, cool. Well, that's like the next best thing to land. So he really can't play any more land, right? We'll see if he plays around it. If he does, I'll just play the Jotun Grunt out, and that thing's a beating. It's huge. It's mono huge. And then really, this just sets up Ravages. This again is why I am a huge fan of Geddon. Now I could play like, what is this thing? Destroy target artifact. Okay. Well, cool. Yeah, it's funny to see a Black Vice not doing much of anything. Black Vice, I don't think is a good main deck card though. It's great against control, but really only in the opening hands. It's kind of in the same place like Aether Vial is in this format, in my opinion. Where like Aether Vial is like in a deck like I'm playing right now is like instantaneously like epic under the right conditions, right? When it's in your opening hand, but like when you draw it like turn 4 or 5, it's just like blah. You know, like you've already played your junk out, and it's just like, eh. Okay, well, it looks like he's gonna ramp. So are we. And the Mox Diamond is actually going to be very nice here, so we'll be able to get Jotun Grunts online. And I think the Sword of Fire and Ice will be good. Geddon's just going to be epic, right? Like, if we can stop whatever he is doing, so we have 5 mana the next turn. Um, just depends. Some 4, 5. Thragtusk, like, what's the worst he can do here to us, right? I'm going to land tax, of course. I know I'm going to take damage off the silly Vice, but, you know, that's alright. Do I need to get all of it this turn? Yeah, I think I should. Okay, well, there's more land. Okie doke. Well, actually, you know what we can do is this. Let's just, let's just nip this in the bud now. Let's just get him now. Thought about being greedy, but why? What's the point? What's the point? I have 4 cards in hand to his 4. I have 2 lands out of them. I have a Jotun Grunt, very full graveyards, and a Sword of Fire and Ice. Well, it might force him to play land out at this point. And, yeah, he's like, whoa. Yeah, it's, it's a Geddon deck. That's really like the power card of this deck. Oh, Caracas, cool. It's a very cool card. Well, we're gonna draw more land here, and do I block this? Nah, I don't think I do actually. We will get 2, I think. Yeah, we'll get 2. 2 is enough. That's very cool. I'm gonna play this thing out. The thing's just, like I said, mono huge. Take 1 damage from the Vice next turn. That's okay. Corrosion Verge is a good comeback card from Geddon. Obviously kept a very land-heavy draw. His draw's just been very favorable to landing. Okie doke. So, we'll put the lands back into our deck. Yeah. We'll put this and this back in. And we're going to obviously leave the creatures in there. Do I need to do this? Not really. Oh, Flagstone's cool. And if he wants to block this thing, I'm fine with that. Like, that's how this deck gets ahead, is it just, you know, it Geddon's off the board and plays, you know, 2 mana 4/4s and 3 mana 3/2s that make more creatures. We'll take no damage. Cumulative upkeep, yep. Yes, I would like to. Land, Geddon, land, and not those lands. This land. Cool. Oh, cool, Mother of Runes. Let's do this. We'll just play this out. Play this out. It's kind of like, hey, what are you going to do? Yeah, so this is definitely not just white weenie. It's definitely death and taxes. And land tax is a card I do not often see in white weenie. I don't know why. It's just a phenomenal card in my opinion. This kind of showcases the power of it. Just, you know, it looks like they're getting ahead on mana, but in reality they're not. That's game right there. Okay, so he is on some sort of crazy mid-range deck. Parallax Wave might be randomly good. Well, I think this card is probably better than this card. Otherwise, I think I'm just going to leave it. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. It doesn't look like he's heavily red, but I don't know. Let's just see more of his deck. Like, we get in him so fast, like, it's hard to tell. Parallax Wave is probably good in this matchup, though, but we're going to stay with this. And just expect these on some sort of, like, white-green-based mid-range, and that sort of Light and Shadow is just slightly better. Okie doke. And Geddon can take some people by surprise. It's just like a monster of a card, right? Like if it's the first time you played against it, it's pretty oppressive. Just like, hey, if you haven't done enough to impact the board at this point, I win. Combine that with tax, and it's like, well, and hey, I got lands to play after I, have Geddoned you, and it's nasty. Okay. Well, we gotta draw land. Let's keep it, though. It's not great, guys. We may just get stymied this one. Alright. Basic Plains, Mother of Runes, cool. Alright, well, you're going up on mana, because I'm not going to leave that around. Armageddon, well, it's nice off the top ropes. Mother of Runes is just a powerful card. I don't feel like getting fogged out by that thing forever. Even post-Geddon, that's a problematic card. I'm going to put him up on lands here. Hopefully he's so greedy he doesn't have any more basics, but I highly doubt that's the case. Probably a forest. Forest is my guess. Yep, okay. We're mind readers. I mean, not really. It's just, it looked like it was green-white-based mid-range, which is probably very good against this deck, actually. What are we hoping for most? Plains, probably. Okay, Noble Hierarch, that's not good. He's going to have a lot of lands. So, Plains. Nope. This is an okay threat, though. Yeah, let's play this out. I would have rather played Anafenza this turn, but that is not the case. You can remove it if you want. That's maybe what he's thinking through. I'm not. If it's like a path to exile, I'd be happy. Like, I need to get up on land at this point. I need to get up on colored sources. So the Tech Edge, like I said, was kind of like the Kiss of Death. I mean, it's nice against, the duels, but not when I can't cast my own spells. Well, he's obviously got options here. We're going to see like an Obstinate Baloth, sack for Bayou, or Taiga. He may be Naya color. Yeah, okay. Like I said, Naya. That kind of makes sense to me. I think I saw Taiga last game. What do we have here? Like an Obs Baloth? That's kind of what I'm feeling. Or like a Garrick, that'd be not good. Yeah, that's like the worst, but hey, what are you going to do? Okay. Well, I feel like we have to do this. Garrick is just so much better than everything we have going on that we're going to knock Garrick out of the running here. I don't like doing that, but hey, Garrick is a better card than pretty much everything except for Armageddon in my hand. And this one I think we're going to lose. Like, this deck does not tend to do well against mid-range. Or as well, and this is like a pretty fair mid-range deck. He's got a 3-3 in play. He'll attack in for 4. Yeah, whatever. That's cool. Can't do much about it. Okay, yep, get in there. If we can ever hit our planes, I think we'll be doing okay. We may just miss. Now, this is an important turn. If he gets like another random 4-4 or 3-3 into play, we're probably going to lose. Especially if we miss on lands. Although, if I can get the planes, Stonecloaker with Anafenza is kind of interesting. Thrun, yeah, there's a random 4/4, like I said. Okay, well, there's our planes. I think we have to do this and just start going big. We're going to take a beating in the interim, though. At least he doesn't get the bonus from the Noble Hierarch at this point. If he kills this, we're in trouble. Gets like a fight card. Yeah, you can get the 7 damage in. I have to block next turn. Okay, 5 damage? I'm fine with that. Interesting, interesting. Well, that's like extremely bad. Like, that's we're gonna lose the game. Okay, yeah, he got it. Yeah, I don't think we can win now. I mean, that's mildly interesting. I guess what we do here is we block the Thrun, play the Stonecloaker, and then go to the skies. It's about the best option we have. Thrun is going to be a tall order. I need like a sword or something to get around that. Let's see what he does here, though. Okay. Now you got, your 1/1. Yeah, and that's going to probably be enough. Path to Exile. Well, we can at least fog that. But does it do me really much good? I mean, we'll go ahead and fog it, but, like, I don't think it does much good. Nah. Yeah, it won't matter here. It won't. It is pretty cool, though. It's a cool and interactive card. But, like, it's not going to do enough right now. Okay. But we do foil his spell. I mean, he has a lethal on board, so we have to block? Yeah. Does he? Yeah, exactly. So we have to block here. I think our block goes here, I guess. But there's really nothing in the deck that's going to answer this at this point that I can think of. Crackdown, but that's not in right now. And Crackdown may have been an interesting card to put in. I'm not going to play this out. I think Crackdown does go in, actually. Crackdown is good here, I think. This is the deck that you wanted against. So Crackdown in, Parallax Wave in, Hero possibly out. Well, Hero's just a big beating, but yeah, I'm going to take it out. Flicker Wisp is a flyer. I like Mirror and Crusader. Silverblade's not bad. Stonecloaker is kind of not great in this matchup. Disenchant's interesting, but I don't think so. Yeah, well, I kind of like Parallax Wave. Kind of want to try it here. If I had to remove a walker, it'd probably be Gideon. Let's remove Gideon for this. All right, well, we need to hit more lands. Collective Effort is interesting, too. Yeah, I think I like this card, actually, in this matchup. Even Mind Sensor seems kind of clunky. Let's take that out. And you saw some fetch lands, but, like, he's not a combo deck. Yeah. Okay, well, we're going to give this a shot. The walkers are problematic if he can get them down early. Being on the play is definitely a boon. Okay, and we had to ramp him, which is, like, generally not good. This is better. Creatures are not that big, though. They don't have good toughness, so, like, they're not going to survive through a lot. I have to be very judicious about how I use Path to Exile, too. What's our best draw off the top? Mother of Runes would not be bad. Okay, pass it back. he plays Mother of Runes, do I path it? No, and thank goodness we don't have to make that decision right now. Well, that's now our play. Because if he can't... This is our play, yeah, for sure. We can get a sword with this. That was a strong top deck. Path to Exile is going to be live, and then we can sword up relatively soon thereafter. Sorting up... Thinking Feast and Famine is probably the strongest. Yeah. Make him discard. Increase mana efficiency. Seems powerful. Oh, Mossfire Valley. I put these filter lands, the older filter lands, but they're Odyssey block filter lands, into my cube. Just because mana fixing is a little tougher to come by when you're trying to make decks for everyone. In my 100 card single with the cube. I think they're good cards, though. I just don't see them played a lot. They're obviously not quite as versatile as the newer filter lands, but they're still strong cards. He may just burn this thing off, which would stink. I mean, I would like to be able to get in with it. Do you have an Arc Trail? Feel an Arc Trail here. Manamorphose, okay. Yeah, he must be a fan of Sensei decks, because Sensei is the only guy I know, other than myself, who's played this card, but I played it in a combo deck. Lightning Bolt, okay. Cool. Well, that's strong. And actually, what it allows us to do is this. If he plays a threat, we path it, and then we just blow up the board. And then we can just beat in there with a 3-1, randomly enough. He is up significantly on cards, though, which means he probably has mana. Okay. Okay. We're kind of slow rolling this. I don't want to tap out for the Elspeth, because if he managed to lock that sword up, and I don't hit a land off the top, then I'm in a lot of trouble. If I hit the land off the top, then it's kind of like silly. But I want to play a threat here, and then I want to blow it up. Well, then we have that happen. Yeah, okay. Cool. So what we'll do here is this. We'll play out the Elspeth. Put a 1-1 into play. And then it may seem like folly, but we're going to play this out. Because if he does play like a really small threat, like an elf, and locks that sword up, it's probably going to be bad for me. But if I can path in response, then I can Ravages of War the whole board. And it looks like he's mana light right now. We're fine losing both those. Elspeth is like great Wrath comeback from behind power. That land was a great top deck too, even though I'm going to have like none. And do we see a creature threat here? Yeah, okay. I'm fine with that. And you know what? I'm even going to ramp you because I'm a nice guy, and I'm going to blow your lands up, which is cool. Now we just need to beat the heck out of him really fast. Okay. Well, that's cool because I can actually play it. Okay. Well, let's just start beating the snot out of him. This is a 3-turn clock. He's got to respond to it pretty fast. There are definitely answers. But I know he doesn't have land in hand. It is. It's almost impossible. That's why the deck plays it. It is, it's the Mike Tyson punch out of the deck. Well, he found a land. Does he have a 1-drop elf? I doubt that because he would have played it. Okay, well, he concedes it. Yeah. Okay. That's very hard to come back from. Especially with like an Elspeth probably getting indestructible. Good game games, man. Definitely enjoyed them as well. All right, let's see if Bandit Keith wants to play anymore. And okay, we're gonna go on a quick pause, guys.